Alright guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be showing y'all the photographic evidence of the terrain glitches so we can get a proper evidence of this actually happening. So, first terrain glitch screenshot. Right here. Here we can see, here we got a bunch of photos of the actual terrain glitch itself. It was mainly just me photographing all of this for evidence. Like you could see the one with the creeper and the pig on that hanging piece of land. What actually used to be a lake what used to be a lake, as you can see over there. But in the background of the creeper and pig picture, you could see a lake, or like some kind of remnants of a river. And on the second one, where it's just me standing on the wood, looking down into the void, this is actually just me face to face with the void on the glitches and stuff. And on the other one, I'm looking at the wall of the borders. There's also another remnant of a river. So it appears that a birch biome had been sliced off, my swamp biome spawn area had been sliced off the face of the planet, but still exists on 1 to 2 chunks. And on the fourth one, where it shows my house, it shows just my swamp area and yet again another part of the chunk border. The fifth one, right above the creeper and pig, right above the creeper and pig picture, we could see me standing on top of a bridge, and it also appears that underneath my my swamp spawn area is actually hollow. You could see this clearly in the sixth one, as I am really close to my spawn area, and there are actually a bunch of floating chunks. And this one is the one I'm talking about. And, yeah. And this one... This one that I selected, you could see me looking at another chunk border again. It's kind of the same as this one. Here. In this one, you can see me looking at my house. But on the border, you can see the bridge that I was standing on in this photo. And that shows that my house is actually separated from the actual land itself, until I bridged over to it, so it reconnected it somewhat. This photo, I had the last of these photos, or these next 5 photos, like these here, these are the ones I had to go into creative mode to view the chunk borders, because they were so hard to look at. Not in a weird way, but so hard to look under in a way, because these are all the undersides of the chunk borders, except this one, and this one. The first 2 of 5 photos are the first 2 photos are the ones that show the underside of chunks. These 2 right here. But yeah. This one is underneath this right here. And this one right here, you can see me looking straight down into the void. And you can see it's part of that old lake, separated from the actual swamp, or like literally half of that, like, how would you say, like 4/5 of that entire lake just got erased from the face of Minecraft. Whoppers and just eating Whoppers. And the 4th photo of me standing on a bridge in creative mode. This one also does show the underside of a chunk. So technically 3 of these show the underside of a chunk. But yeah, this is pretty surprising on how intense this one actually is. This one also does kind of show, actually all of these show kind of like the underside of a chunk. They prove that there is undersides of a chunk. This one also shows underside of chunks. This one is, the rest of these are kind of viewed in survival mode. This one you could see me looking inside the void from my house. You can see that in all 5 of these videos, these are viewed from my actual house, looking at the chunks. And actually, these 2 right here are viewed from a cave. You can see that clearly in this photo right here. These are both viewed from a cave, looking at kind of like some chunks that were 2 chunks that had kind of made like an 11. You could also see that in these 2 as well. This one kind of does prove it too, because a zombie had spawned on top of the trunk, and this isn't invisible blocks, and this zombie wasn't able to walk on here, so yeah, I think that's fake. That's not invisible blocks. This is legit, like, terrain generation. Like me with the fishing rod. Not here, but these 3 photos here. I was throwing a fishing rod inside the void, and there's me throwing the fishing rod into the void. Now here is the beginning of a base, I think. I think that's just me looking into the void and stuff. I think this one is the beginning of my my big chunk border base, and this is me this is me jumping into the void and taking a photo just to prove that I can actually, that this is actually a real chunk glitch. This is all the photographic evidence that I have of this chunk glitch. And in the next video, I'll be starting a new series on building the massive chunk base as seen here. So I'm gonna see y'all in episode 1 of the chunk build base, or the chunk building. Ooh, I got a nice name for this operation. Operation Render Chunks. Basically replacing all the chunks with new blocks, kinda. So I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Bye.